Good morning, my shabby chic friends. I just thought I'd show you some little things I've been making today, all over the past few days anyway, with some paper napkins. It's a gift packet really. It's made from an envelope and some book pages. This is from a window envelope. It's just a little journal, just full of coffee dyed paper. And then the napkins are decoupaged onto the outside of the envelope. It's got a little closure there and a little tag. And I've made a little envelope out of two book pages, and just decoupaged the napkin over the top. So this one's all matching, of course, and this is a giant envelope that I got. And I've just done a couple of tags as well, and that's all done with paper napkins and envelopes. So just thought I'd give you a quick demonstration on how it's done. They've got some really nice napkins these days, from the $2 shops. There's that one. I've used that one a bit. That's the one I used on the one. A majority of the napkins have got 3 layers, so what you need is you need to separate them. And one of the easiest ways to do that is with some sticky tape. If you turn it over to the back and you get a piece of sticky tape and you just tap it on there and it comes off, and you can peel it off quite simply. Now this one's got 3 layers, so I need 2 layers to come off. So we'll do that one. That's if it wants to come off. Yep, there it goes. And then you're left with the napkin. Which makes it easier to use. And you can rip the napkins or you can use them whole, depending on what you want to use. So that's what we're left with. So that's just an envelope that I've tea dyed. And I've got some tags here somewhere. Yep. That's just a plain tag, and I'll just quickly show you how we do them. So I've got my tissue paper there, envelope, any size, big, little, whatever. And to start off with, I use just your glue stick, just the glue stick, and I just run it all over the item that I'm going to put the tissue on. So this is just a quick demonstration, and we shall get our tissue. So we might just put this one up here and just put it down nicely like that. Now the blue that you see will dry clear. That's how we do that, and then we just cut the excess off. I don't cut right to the end because what I'm going to do is I'm going to decoupage over the top with some Mod Podge. If you haven't got Mod Podge, you can use PVA glue, watered down. It does just the same thing. And what it does, it gives it a texture. It looks a little bit leathery. So if you can see that, what I might do is just let that dry for a little minute, and we'll do a tag. Now with the tags, I like to stamp the back or the front I should say, and just give it a little bit of character underneath the tissue. So what we'll do is we'll just put some stamp text on here. What have we got here? We've got some music notes. Like that. Now the idea is to let that dry a little bit. I haven't got any stays on at the moment, so I've had to use Memento. So I just dried them off a bit. And it's the same principle again. I just get some, hopefully this won't smudge too much. Hopefully it's dry enough. And where is my other piece there? Okay, there's a dragonfly on this, so I'm just going to put that on there like that. Just rub it on a bit. Turn it over and cut that off. A bit of thread there. Now I'm just going to cut the edges of my tag. Like that. And we might ink around the edge. Well, that's drying a bit. Not quite stuck there, so I'll put a bit more glue. I forget what this one's called. Vintage photo, this one's called. So I'll just go around there like that. So you've got that. And then I shall get my little paintbrush and my Mod Podge. And what the Mod Podge does is, as I said, it seals it up, and it also makes the tag a little bit stiffer. This is just normal cardstock that I use, but the idea is to just cover, and it gives it. This one's, I think it's yeah, this one's a gloss. You can get matte as well. We just paint all over there. Make sure the edges are all done. Put the lids back on things, otherwise they dry out. On this one, it's a fantastic napkin that I've got. It's got Eiffel Tower and whatnot on it, and I've stitched around the edge on this one. I don't know if you can see it. So just going to dry that off a little bit. And you can see the text that I stamped on it just coming through. It just gives it that, I don't know, that just a little bit of dimensional type of thing. Now you can leave them to dry naturally, but for this video purpose I'll just dry it off before it sticks to the paper. It's still a bit tacky. That's basically it. Get your punch a hole in it. I'll just trim that off a little bit better. The glue gets all on the scissors. Now, I don't know about everybody, but I like to ink the back of my tags a little bit. So you've gone from a plain piece of paper to a nice little tag, if you can see that. So that's basically how you do it. It's very, very simple. The envelope's a little bit drier now. Yep. But you can, on this one I've stamped underneath, you can stamp on top. It's entirely up to you. I might just ink around the edges on that one. Now, it's a little bit white for me, so I'm just going to get my ink and just rub over the top of it. And the same thing again is you get your paintbrush and your Mod Podge over the top. Sorry about that. My head got in the way of the camera. Or my iPad, I should say. And just make sure you get to the edges. And I'll put this one out to dry. I won't bore you with getting my heat gun out. But you get the idea. And don't worry if it tears away. You can just get other little pieces and just tear it off. And you can just go over the top. It's very forgiving and very therapeutic, actually. So there we go, look at that. So we'll let that one to dry normally. And as I said, that was an envelope that I did. And I've just covered it over. And that's two book pages. And I've folded it and I've zigzagged around the edges as well. And it gives it that, it's like very leathery, very tactile. And it gives it a little bit of protection as well. So that's a little journal that I've done. And that's with the bluebird one. I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, that one. So, but they're $2 in the $2 shop. This is a very large envelope, this one. And I had a lot of fun doing that. So I've got to put a few more pages in. It's used with an old calendar as well. So I've decoupaged on some of the tag areas. I haven't done a lot, but I've done it mostly with book pages too, as you can see. It's covered in book pages. I've just ripped them up, stuck them on, and then decoupaged over the top. So they're great fun to do. And as I said, you get some really, really beautiful ones. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a go. It is so much fun. And you can make so many different things. And a plain piece of paper or an envelope can come out so beautiful. It really can. And you can, as I said, you can leave them plain, like that one. And I've stitched around that one. I don't know if you can see that, but I've stitched around this one. So, and that's the large envelope, and I've popped that in there. I've got my little journal in there, and the large envelope, and I've just put some tea-dye paper and some more envelopes in there. And that's a lovely gift. Okay, my shabby chic friends, thanks for watching. Bye for now.